You're either new to the area or you're a brand new real estate agent. You just got your license, or maybe you've had your license for a year or two and you're just not doing a whole lot of business. But the one I really want to address today is we're moving to a new area. I've never been there before. I'm a realtor. Can I make good money in this new area? The answer is absolutely yes. And let me explain that to you and I'll prove it to you. Hi, my name is Jim McCord. I've been a realtor full-time for 31 years. I got licensed in 1993. And when I got licensed back in 1993, things obviously were a lot different. We have some ways to prospect now that we didn't back then. But I want to share a story with you. I have a lady that moved into town 16 or 17 years ago. I won't give her full name because I didn't ask her if it was okay, but she's like a sister to me. I love her dearly. She's phenomenal. But her name is Cindy, and we're in the Northern Kentucky market. She moved into town. She was a flight attendant before they moved into town. Her husband got transferred here from Seattle. So they had to move to Greater Cincinnati. They moved to Northern Kentucky. She didn't know anybody here. Her husband didn't know anybody here. Neither one of them grew up here. They had no family. Her previous career was 14 years as a flight attendant. No sales experience, no real estate experience, knows nobody here. Well, I didn't know her either. She happened to select the real estate office that I was working out of in Campbell County, where I was like the number one agent about half the time, and there was another lady that was number one about half the time. Anyway, Cindy moved into our office, and she was just full of learning, asking everybody what to do, how to do, and she just started working right off the get-go. She didn't let the fact that she didn't know anybody, didn't have any relatives, no experience, she didn't let that hold her back whatsoever. 13 months after she moved into Northern Kentucky, she was the number one agent in our office. 13 months, and she stayed that way most of the time. And what happened over the last 10 years, she has been the number one agent, not only in that office or that company, but the entire MLS. We have over 1,500 realtors in our MLS. She has been number one for either 8 or 9 years in a row, maybe 10. By far, number one. Not from here, no family here, no real estate experience, no sales experience. So if you're one of these realtors who's letting your lack of experience or your lack of knowledge of the area, or you just move or you're going to move to a new area, it's going to take you 5 or 10 years. No, it's not. You can do it year one. Doesn't matter. You don't have to have a big sphere. A lot of people who have the biggest fear, who are born and raised in that area, fail. Most of them do. Over 80% of newly licensed realtors fail. Why is that? There's one and only one reason. They don't go after new business. They go to the office, or they sit around the house. They go to the office meetings. Maybe they take some phone time. They watch a whole lot of videos. They take a whole lot of continuing education, but they don't prospect for business. You have to get out there and prospect every single day. If you're going to make it in real estate, prospect. Now, there's all kinds of ways to prospect, and I'm not going to say mine is better than anybody else's. I've tried about everything in 31 years. And I started out by cold calling. I paid the Mike Ferry organization, still around. Matthew Ferry, Tom, great organizations. They still coach cold phone calling. That worked for me back in the 90s. Still works today, but not for me. About 15 years ago, I started doing something different, because even though cold phone calling works, circle prospecting, I hated every second of it. And I only got like 2 or 3% lead conversion. 2 or 3 out of 100 calls. That's what the average is. And I'm not making that up. You can look at Ricky Carruth or Mike Ferry. Any of them will give you that, NAR. So about 15 years ago, I thought, well, why would I circle prospect and door knock and farm when less than 5% of those people are going to be selling? That makes no sense at all. So for the last 15 years, I've spent 100% of my prospecting time with people who want to buy and sell right now. Who is that? For sale by owners and expired listings. And don't tell me, got to get it all the time, that you don't have expired listings in your MLS. You can go back 5 years. You got tons and tons of expired listings. You got a boatload of expired listings. And I know that because I've been coaching realtors for 8 years, and I've been on well over 200 different MLSs. And I have not yet found one that doesn't have a whole bunch of expired listings, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. And what's great about the old expireds, nobody's going after them, almost nobody. If a listing expires last night at midnight, they have 10, 20 in a big market, 50 or more agents calling them, mailing them company information. The old expireds have almost nobody contact them, and the great majority of them still want to sell. Anyway, the system I created, I started using 15 years ago. I perfected it. It works so well. That's why I started coaching realtors. And I wrote this book 8 years ago, A Revolution in Real Estate Sales. Very quickly became a #1 bestseller on Amazon in the real estate category. Short book, less than 100 pages. You can get it for less than $10. And my coaching, for any of you who are interested, I'm going to attach a video at the end of this video. My coaching is absolutely free to select realtors. I do group coaching, and I don't charge anybody, but I select which realtors I'm going to coach. If you have an interest in that, watch the video at the end of this. If you like that system, message me or call me. I'll put my phone number and my email in the description of this video, and believe me, you can make it. Don't let the fact that you're either new to the area, or you just got started, or you don't have sales experience or real estate experience hold you back. That is complete bullshit. Cindy made it, and not only did she make it, she's the #1 realtor in the entire area. All companies, all realtors, been #1 for almost 10 years, every year. It's incredible. Get out there and prospect. Jim McCord, Revolution in Real Estate Sales. Again, watch the video at the end of this and contact me if you want to learn more about my coaching. You guys have a great 2024.